In the meantime, nabanggit nyo na rin na you are preparing, kasi malayo-layo pa naman yung election, that's about 1.5 years away. You're preparing for a 2-day voting. I think you're preparing na itong public health crisis natin will stretch through siguro at least half of 2021 pa. No? Ano ba talaga impact nun on our preparations? Sa preparations of COMELEC in particular for the vote.
Ma'am Ami, malaking impact ng pandemya, no? And we're not just looking at election day. Election day is just one of 7 or 6 areas that we've identified as potentially affected by this. But let's focus on election day. Speaking of election day, one of the possibilities is na magkaroon tayo ng pangalawang araw ng kakahan, which means dodoble yung personnel complement requirement mo. Kasi hindi lang naman, kung hindi man dumoble yung literal na personnel, certainly dodoble yung serbisyo nila. Kung isang araw lang dati, 2 araw na ngayon. So that's one problem.
Considering
sanay naman tayo.
Now, considering the preparations you need, at what point will you decide? Next year yan na, next year kayo magde-decide. At what point will you decide that we will be holding 2-day election? Kasi napakalapit na eh.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully within the year. Within the year, makapag-decision na kami. Kasi parang parang salingbahay ng mga project, dependency kasi yan eh. Yung decision na yan. Okay. A lot will depend on that decision. Kasi, kunyari, kung mag-decide ka later on na 2 araw, medyo huli mo na, hindi mo na mahahabol yung preparations required. So that decision has to be made now. In fact, yan halos araw-araw ang pinag-uusapan sa COMELEC ngayon. How do we do it? Do we do it 2 days or do we do it 1 day? Yes. Because there are other solutions being presented, no? One very promising solution that's being presented is instead of having 2 days, why don't we just hold it just longer hours in 1 day?
Oh, yun. Diba? Di ba pwede yan?
Oh, pwede yun. And then another solution is also, bakit hindi natin damihan yung polling places so that kung mas marami ang polling places, per polling place, mas konti ang tao. Again, all of these solutions are promising in that they all lead to the same conclusion. Fewer people in the polling place. But lahat sila meron kanya-kanyang logistical problems, no? Halimbawa, let's talk about longer hours, for instance. Longer hours. Yes, ma'am.
Dagdagan na shift na.
Yeah, dagdagan na shift, no? Ang problema dyan is we have a lot of polling places that are in the provinces. So you're going to see a huge impact on the power requirement. Yung kuryente naman, no? So that has to be ensured. And we're looking at the possibility of long hours. Then you're also looking at the reality that in many of these places, pagkagat ng 6:00, madilim na, no? Which means you're going to need generators and more of that. So, and then of course, because it's dark and elections are still happening, then you have to be, I guess, on double alert against any attempt to disrupt the elections. Again, these are normal election concerns. Kaso lang magnified sila because of the pandemic, no? Because of the pressure that's being put on the system.
Always the possibility of using old machines, di ba? Sabi niya, because of the pandemic, you might be forced to use the old machines. Why is that so important? Okay lang naman sa iba na old machines. Anong impact nun on the credibility, for example, of the vote?
Well, ma'am, definitely for now it's for sure we're going to use old machines. Sigurado na yan. We're going to use the machines that we used in 2016, that we reused in 2019. We're going to refurbish them. And refurbishment means basically to make like new. But ultimately, these are not new machines. The moving part will be replaced, certainly with new parts. But on the whole, it'll be an older model. No? Technically, there's nothing wrong with that. But we're a little concerned that might be a flashpoint later on when people start seeing if things start going wrong, then that might be one of the things that people will say that luma kasi yung makina. But kami naman personally, we're pretty confident the machines will stand up. Also, the problem with lumang makina is that you're gonna get more of the same. We're gonna get more of the same kasi kulang na yung 97,000 na meron tayo eh. At the last estimate, we're looking at about 115,000 polling places. 115,000. So we're really gonna need more. So that's one of the things that's happening now is we're looking at leasing more of the same machines for use in 2022.
Pero yung
Okay,
credibility ng impact sa credibility nung result.
Well, there should be none. There should be none, and unfortunately, you know how it is. I mean, even in the last elections, with the high credibility ratings it got, there are still people who feel that it wasn't trustworthy. I think there'll be some of that as well.